Hey, Austin here. We're going to talk about Dogecoin in this video. We're going to talk about and look at some really interesting piece of content that I found for you that talks about and looks at adoption rate of Dogecoin and how Dogecoin, the adoption rate, meaning how many people are buying it and holding it, is at an all-time high. This is a really interesting piece of information that is something that a lot of people don't really think about and consider and look at, and how these coins like Dogecoin continue to rise and stay at the levels and not just go rise and then go down and then just disappear. Okay, so this is a really interesting thing that I want to show you. So we're also going to look at the overall price point, the overall price, everything going on with price, and then look at adoption rates and things like that. As always, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I thank you for your support of myself, my channel, and my videos. Let me know in the comments below, how long have you been holding Dogecoin? How long have you owned Doge? I'd love to hear from you guys. I always like to take these little impromptu quizzes. How long have you been holding Doge? Let me know. Drop in the comments below. And no, I'm not being paid by anybody to do this video. Yes, I own Dogecoin, and yeah, I'm a huge fan. Okay, real quickly, if you're interested in my Patreon, links are in the description below. Come on down if you need help or want guidance or just not be alone in this crypto journey. If you want more of Austin, which, come on, let's just say it. Who wouldn't? You guys know I'm kidding in that. Then check it out. Links are in the description below. Here's the thing. You can join and cancel at any time if you want to, and would love to see if you're interested in that. Okay, so the overall price point right now, hey, look, right now we're down, right? We're down about 2 or 3%. Not really hugely surprising to me, and I want to point something out to you, okay? So you see, let me refresh this to make sure, yeah. You see how Bitcoin, and we always have to have a conversation around Bitcoin and Ethereum. You guys know you have to look at the overall market. You can't just look at Dogecoin. Okay, Bitcoin and Ethereum, 48 and 31 and 93. But notice that they're down about 1.45 and down 2.93. And notice Dogecoin is down a little bit more. Okay, this is something that I don't know if you know. What happens is that historically and usually, Dogecoin and like Shiba Inu, which are the two community coins that are in the top 100, they're the only two, they tend to move more aggressively. That's my word for it. They tend to move more aggressively than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And on green days, that's awesome, because let's say Ethereum, we were in a green day and Ethereum was up 5%. Okay. On that day, on that same day, Dogecoin would probably be up 11, 12 plus percent. They tend to move more aggressively and more dramatically higher than, say, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they do follow the overall market sentiment of Bitcoin and Ethereum. If we're in green, but they move more aggressively up and they move a little bit more aggressively down. Just FYI, you can kind of see it right here. Dogecoin is down 3.5, Ethereum is down 2.8 and 1.4 respectively, right? So I wanted you to be aware of that so you kind of understand how this works, okay? So from a price prediction standpoint, kind of price point, I'm going to continue to stick with what I've talked about, that as long as the markets continue to move in the right direction, which right now they're flat, and I called this, I said we're going to probably be flat for a while in kind of the remaining weeks and days of August, and then moving back into September, where we should start to pick up and start to put more and more green days together and things like that. Guys, we can move into the 40-cent range just off of following the overall market trends with Doge. Okay, I just wanted you guys to kind of know that and understand that that's all part of the equation. Okay, now add into that the other things that are going in Doge's favor. Dogecoin Foundation, Vitalik Buterin joining the Dogecoin Foundation advisory board. Elon Musk, one of his main guys, being on that advisory board. I think that Dogecoin is being poised. Word of the day, there you go. Is being poised to really do some dramatically cool things in the future. It's not going to happen in the next 5 minutes, but there's stuff really, really cool working, I think, behind the scenes for Dogecoin in relation to it evolving as a major currency that people use to buy goods and services, etc. Okay, now I want to show you this. This is a really interesting article I found over on Bitcoin.com. So Chainalysis says Dogecoin adoption reaches a record level, and 82% of Doge supply is owned by 535 entities. That's either an entity is either a person, a business, things like that. When I first read this, I'm like, I don't know, and I kind of thought, man, I bet you people who will see this are like, ooh, they don't like that only 535 entities control 82% of the Doge supply. I would tell you that in a lot of the coins, there really are, the coins and tokens on the market, they are controlled by a relative few individuals, if you will. Okay, but bear with me and listen to what I've got to show you here, because there's some interesting stuff about this. Okay. So right here, and by the way, Chainalysis is a blockchain analytics firm, but you didn't know that. So they say that Dogecoin is quote currently being adopted by new investors at a level not seen since the late 2017 bull market. That's what got my attention. And I wanted to show you that. If you're ever interested in that, you can go right here and you can see holders. Like, look, we're 4.356, 4.3449. That's like 8,000 a day. That's 7,000 a day. What is that? Don't do math in 0.335. That's like 7. We're adding about 7 or 8,000 new holders a day. Think about that. Dogecoin is adding 7 or 8,000 new holders a day. That's a lot. And that's the point right here. It's right. And so we're reaching the adoption, i.e. new holders, is at a level not since late 2017 bull market. Okay. So also they went on to say that, quote, most of the supply is held by a small number of wealthy entities, business, individuals, things of that nature. Specifically, 82% of the supply is held by 535 that hold more than 10 million Doge each. But hear me out, okay? All right. So exclusive shows it currently being adopted by new levers. Yeah, we know this. New investors, blah, blah, blah. I'll say new investors increased their supply from 9% in July of 2020 to 25% in August of 2021. So new investors increasing their share of the supply has gone up 16% year over year. That's pretty interesting. Okay, beyond this is what's really cool. Okay, let's see. 4 million, we know that there's over 4 million holders. 106 billion Doge, 82% of the supply is held by those 535 entities that hold more than 10 million. This is a mixture of businesses such as exchanges that store Doge on behalf of millions of traders and a few now wealthy early investors. Sorry, you can hear the dogs. Okay, here we go. He further noted that out of 4 million Doge holders, 2.1 million entities hold less than 100 Doge each, with half of them holding the meme cryptocurrency for more than 2 years. The economist explained that, quote, these low balance entities are not necessarily individuals, but are likely to be scattered wallets belonging to a small number of individuals. The analyst further reveals that, quote, 37 billion of the 106 billion is held by just 31 investors that have held their Doge between 6 months and 2 years. Sorry about that. You can hear the dogs. That is held between 6 months and 2 years. That is over 1 billion Doge each on average. Some of these may be businesses such as exchange. But here's the interesting thing. They're holding 6 months and 2 years. So it's not like we got a lot of whales that are just out there, constantly churning and twipping. That's my male Australian Shepherd. My son's got some buddies over, so he's barking at them too. You just get to hear him. Okay, I'm not gonna edit it out, right? This is a live video. It is what it is. Okay, but I want you to see that what I really want you to get out of this is, number one, massive new adoption. Number two, is that there's 535 entities holding more than 10 million, which controls 82%. But a lot of them are businesses, exchanges. Wealthy individuals, and they've held them for a long time, and that's good news. So we don't have so we got a lot of diamond hands, if you will, if you want to use that term, that are holding. Okay, and I really think that that's interesting. I think that what I want to wrap up with in this analysis or this analogy is, I firmly believe that I have a phrase, right? Look at what the smarter people in the room are doing. Seriously, my grandfather used to say it, my dad did as well, is that I think that there's a lot of new money, new retail investors coming into Doge because of everything going on around it. But I also firmly believe this. I believe that people feel that Dogecoin, what I said at the very beginning, that Dogecoin, there's something happening around it. This thing with Ethereum, Vitalik, currency, there's something brewing, okay? And you guys know I've been covering Doge for a long time. Sitting in this seat, I feel like there is. Don't have an exact picture of what that looks like, but this piece of content also kind of clarify and crystallize some of this for me as well, is that I think that there's something happening and something coming within 5, 6, 7, 8 months. I think we got some interesting stuff. That's what I think. All right. As always, appreciate you and your support of myself, my videos, and my channel. I'll see you later. Take it easy.